few moments later.
Radical squad member, Congressman Jamaal Bowman, has lost his primary to his Clinton-endorsed opponent, George Latimer, in a huge blow to the squad and the progressive movement, especially after they held this pretty unhinged rally in the Bronx over the weekend.
Yo, Jamaal Bowman has been defeated, okay? Just like I said the other day, this dude got defeated. They destroyed him in the polls today. And folks in New York showed out to show their disdain in that they were done with Bowman, okay? They were tired of the tricks, the lies, the gaslighting, the essentially siding with terrorists.
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
It's okay, like this guy is one of those pro-Gaza ceasefire now types of people, one of those free Palestine, it's a genocide types, okay? So part of that crowd went against him. And also you had this huge spend, $14 million from a group known as AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Okay, this group spent millions of dollars, $14 million to make sure that Bowman got the hell up out of there. And oh, it is glorious. Take a look.
He knew that he was not going to win. It would have taken a miracle for him to pull this off because he was so far behind in the polls. But go ahead and take a look at this video here. One thing that he did say tonight, he said he is not done with politics and there are still many seats to run for. So he is not going anywhere. He may have lost tonight, but we are not going to see the last of him. Now, he also was highly critical of that pro-Israel group that Morgan McKay was talking about, that prominent super PAC called American Israel Public Affairs Committee, because they spent about $14 million to get him voted out of office because of him vigorously defending his position on Israel and demanding a ceasefire. So all of the work that they did, all of the advertising they did apparently worked. Well, like I said, Bowman addressed this crowd here just about 20 minutes ago. He wrapped up, and here is some of what he had to say.
This movement has always been about justice. It has always been about humanity. It has always been about equality. And it has always been about our collective liberation.
Now, Bowman was first elected back in 2020 at the height of the pandemic. He was reelected in 2022, but there were many voters throughout this campaign who said that when they voted for him the first and second time, they were not going to be voting for him this time. That's because they felt that he had become too closely aligned with the extreme left and the so-called squad, and that he had gotten away from what they felt he should be doing in representing his constituents.
Now, I want y'all to bear in mind, this is the clown, the fool, who tried to pull a fire alarm to prevent a timely vote, to prevent a government shutdown in Congress, and he was caught red-handed on camera. And this is how you know that this guy's an idiot and should not be someone representing the United States. It's hilarious that you saw in the intro, they tried everything that they could and still failed miserably. AOC unfortunately won her primary because, I mean, nobody thought she was going to lose that. I wish they would have went after her as well. They should have took out both of them. Take out Bowman and AOC. Just get rid of the whole squad, okay? Like, even Bernie Sanders still standing behind this guy. And this guy is an idiot. He's corrupt. I lost all respect. I actually used to like Bernie Sanders, not because of his policy position, but because I thought he was principled. Dudes lost my respect for standing behind clowns like AOC and Jamaal Bowman. I'm like, this guy, Bernie Sanders, is a wacko just as much as they are.
Anybody who wants to run for office, who has a political position, stands up, fights for something, is suddenly going to be opposed by billionaires and their super PACs who have unlimited sums of money. This should be a concern to every American, and I'm supporting Congressman Bowman.
Do you have any issues with how he comported himself, calling the fire alarm?
Look, I have differences with every member of the United States Congress. But again, to me, what is important is that we not allow billionaires and their super PACs to be able to buy elections. If that happens, then you really don't have democracy anymore.
In a previous video, I brought up how this guy, Jamaal Bowman, had done all these ridiculous things, but I didn't show all of them, but he was like just known for being like just very belligerent, aggressive. Of course, he got into it with Marjorie Taylor Greene, and then when he did, he tried to play the race card foolishly because, like, okay, if you're a dude getting all up in anyone's face is going to be seen as aggressive and confrontational, but of course, if you get up in some old white lady's face and start screaming in her face, then of course it's going to come across as aggressive. And he didn't just do it with her, he did it with other people as well.
Expel him. We got to save the party. The party's hanging by a thread.
We got to get rid of Biden.
The party's hanging by a thread. You got to save the party. Listen, no more QAnon. No more madness.
No more CNN.
No more debt ceiling nonsense. Come on now. Save the party.
No, we gotta
save
America.
Save the children.
Save the
Do
country.
something about guns.
Right, so close the border.
Invest in
close
education.
the border. Save the
The
children.
border
What
is
about
what
the
Trump
children?
left.
Hey,
What are
where
you
are all the
talking
kids?
about?
Where are all the migrant
What
children?
kids?
You guys have
We're
lost
accepting
them.
them. We love
no,
them.
you've lost
We
them.
love the
There's
migrant
tens
children.
of
What do you
thousands
mean lost
missing.
them?
You can't find them.
What are you
That's
talking
your
about?
administration.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, migrant children are missing. You don't know the news.
No, we don't know the news.
Oh, you were sadly listening before. Hey, let me tell you something, Jamal.
I need you to
Not
save
very
the party.
smart. You should pay attention.
Teachers to carry.
Carry guns?
Would you
More guns
co-sponsor?
lead to more death.
Would you co-sponsor
More
that?
guns lead to more death. Look at the data. You're not looking at any data. You're carrying the water for the gun lobby. Look at the data. More guns lead to more deaths. Guns, states that have open carry laws have more death.
In every school
States that have more.
I've got a bill to repeal the
I
federal.
worked
I'm
in the
not
school
talking to you
for
anymore.
20 years.
You're just screaming.
I was a
I got a
teacher. I was
solution.
screaming before you came and interrupted me. I worked in the school for 20 years. So I worked in school 20 years.
In every school,
I was a
that
teacher.
allows
I was a
teachers to
school
carry.
counselor. I was a middle school principal. I was in cafeterias
Every
protecting
school that
kids
allows
every day of my
teachers to carry,
career.
there's never
Clown.
been a shooting.
Clown.
This guy tries to portray himself as a fighter, but he was really just a bully, and he pretended as though he was supporting the people, but he was really just supporting himself. Now, he claims that he's not getting out of politics, but in my opinion, I think this is a sign that his goose is cooked, okay? He's certainly not winning any higher office. So might he win some lower offices based off of brand recognition alone? I mean, maybe, probably. But I do think that at the end of the day, it's always going to have been a step down. Like, hey, weren't you that person who lost the primary? Like, weren't you the person who was a congressperson and then lost because people didn't like you that much? Like, they changed their mind about you because you were such a freaking a-hole and you sided with terrorists? I'm thinking this is a sign of things to come, y'all. Look, I cannot wait till November so we could see the same thing happen to crooked Joe Biden. I'm practically salivating at the mouth. Okay, like I think about this sweet victory like the race hustlers think about the next racist incident. I'm ready for it. Okay, I'm ready for Joe Biden to be defeated and for Trump to get back in office and make America great again. We already got rid of one of these far left radical losers. Okay, these freaking lunatics. AOC, you're next. Biden, you're next. Sanders, we getting rid of your ass too. Okay, all of y'all got to go. Maxine Waters, Ayanna Presley, yeah, all of y'all. Rashida Tlaib, all of y'all. Ilhan Omar, all of y'all. The dark hour is near. Your time shall come. Don't worry, Bowman. The rest of the squad's gonna be right behind you real soon. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
We're gonna show them who the we are.
Gotcha, bitch.
You blew it.